Hi there, in this video I'm going to do a past exam question on simultaneous equations. So let's take a look at this question. Question number 4. Solve the simultaneous equations. X plus y equals 2 and x squared plus 2y is equal to 12. So let's see how this is done. So back to the paper and pen. So if you're unfamiliar in terms of how to solve simultaneous equations, I have created a video on solving simultaneous equations, explaining the process, and I'll provide a link to that video in the description below. However, let me show you how this is done. Now, first thing that I usually do is, and a good starting point, name your equations. So I'm going to name my equations 1 and 2. And what I tend to do is I take the linear equation. So the linear equation is equation 1. Linear meaning the powers of the terms are all ones. So I take the linear equation, and it's entirely up to you. You can rearrange for x or you can rearrange for y, depending on which unknown you want to calculate first. So I'm going to use equation 1. So using equation 1. So equation 1 is x plus y is equal to 2. And if I rearrange for y, y is 2 minus x. So it's entirely up to you how you rearrange. You can find y in terms of x like me, or you can find x in terms of y, depending on the unknown that you want to calculate first. Now I'm going to replace y by 2 minus x in equation 2. So I'm going to put y, which is 2 minus x, into equation number 2. So let's replace y by 2 minus x in equation 2. By doing that, we're going to have x squared plus the 2, y, which I'm going to replace by 2 minus x. That is equal to 12 on the right. Now let's get rid of these brackets. So I have x squared, 2 times 2, which is 4, 2 times minus x, minus 2x, that is equal to 12 on the right. Now the idea is to create a quadratic, so let me bring all of my terms to the left. So particularly, let me bring the 12 to the left hand side to give me x squared minus this 2x. 4 minus the 12 is minus 8, which is equal to 0. So here is my quadratic equation. Now it's entirely up to you. This equation is factorisable, so you can factorise or you can use a formula. I'm going to choose to factorise. So if you factorise, you'll have x minus 4, x plus 2, which is 0. And looking at this, I've got two values for x. So either x minus 4 is equal to 0, which means that when I rearrange, x is plus 4, or x plus 2 is equal to 0, and when I rearrange this, x is minus 2. So I've got two values for x in this case. So to find the y values, you can put them into the first two equations, okay, or I'm going to put them into this equation, number 3. So I'm going to call this number 3. 3 comes from 1 anyway, so 3 is the rearranged form for 1. I'm going to put it into number 3 to find my corresponding y values. So let me put the x values into equation number 3. So 3 is y is equal to 2 minus x. So that's equation number 3. Let's first find the corresponding y for x equaling 4. So when x is equal to 4, y will then be 2 minus x, which is replaced by 4. And 2 minus 4 is minus 2. So that is the y corresponding to x equaling 4. Let's do the same for the next x value. So when x is minus 2, when I replace into this equation number 3, y will be 2 minus x replaced by minus 2, and 2 minus minus 2 is plus 4. So these are the y values corresponding to 4 and minus 2 respectively. So let's summarize. So here are the solutions. So solutions are, so the first solution, so when x is 4, the y value is minus 2. So 4 and minus 2 being the first solution. And when x is minus 2, corresponding y is 4. So here are the solutions for x and y. Now, it's good to double check, as you know, and to double check you can put your x and y values into the equations concerned, and if the left balances the right, you can be reassured that your answers are correct. So for example, we have x is 4, y is minus 2. So if I put them into the first equation, 4 plus minus 2 for y is 2. So the left equals the right, so I'm happy with my solution so far. If I do the same, the x and the y values, if I put them into equation 2 also, just to be safe, so 4 squared is 16, 16 plus 2 into minus 2 is 12. So the first solution I'm happy with, and do the same for the second solution, for when x equals minus 2, y equals 4. If you plug them into the equations concerned, if the left equals the right, you can be happy with your answers. So that completes this question, question number 4, and that sadly ends this video. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, a like rating is very much appreciated. Do plenty of practice related questions, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.